Hello, Intactivist. In the news this week, we have Intact Global, DAC, Worldwide Day of Genital Autonomy, 15 Square, and much more coming up. In Potts news, there was a shooting near Potts' house, but Potts didn't get got. Police are still outside my house investigating on what happened. They have been outside for 3 hours and probably won't leave for a minute while they gather evidence. So I'm recording this at like 3 a.m. I do it for you guys, or so Scott doesn't yell at me. I don't know, figure out which. Anyways, in the video special this week called This is Going to Revolutionize Intactivism, I explain cyber protesting versus street protesting and which is better and why. Definitely go ahead and check that out and let me know what you guys think. Also, K-Sun had his premiere interview released this Saturday. K-Sun was interviewed by Scott White, and people loved his interview. K-Sun protested with the Bloodstained Men and has continued spreading the message of pro-intact in other ways than just street protesting. You can learn his thoughts and actions by checking out that interview. Also, Potts has been putting in a lot of money for spreading anti-circumcision message on Facebook, thanks to our awesome supporters. You'll see their names in the end credits. So let's build up the Potts' Facebook following so we have more organic reach to supplement the paid anti-circ ads. That would be great. Thank you guys so much. All right, and in Worldwide Day of Genital Autonomy news. So it is that time of year, guys. The WWDGA is going to take the streets of Cologne on May 3rd. So they have been putting out a bunch of reels. It says save the date. That's May 3rd. They do it the day, then the month. This isn't like America where we do the month and the day and then the year, which honestly that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They do it the day, month, year, so smallest to largest. So yes, so save the date. They're going to rally in Cologne and also live stream it, so that's super cool. Also, don't forget to like their stuff to spread it for the algorithm on Facebook to get it out to more people. Of course, takes like 2 seconds to go do. And in 15 Square news, so 15 Square has a bunch of upcoming online events. It says on May 23rd, we are glad to have been joined by Leanne Morris for an insight into trauma and the psychology challenges that trauma can introduce to day-to-day life. This presentation was part of a series of talks that we hope to continue providing for the benefit of 15 Square members. How do you become a 15 Square member? I'm actually not too sure. Hopefully one day we can go ahead and interview a 15 Square person and we can find out. But their next talk is with Neil Walbrand. Neil is one of the 15 Square trustee who is also chief officer of a healthcare watchdog here in the United Kingdom. While this talk is from a UK perspective, this talk will talk about the healthcare priorities of medical institutions and the conflict with individual well-being and autonomy. You guys can go ahead and read this if you want. I'll slow it down so you guys can read it. But Eric Clopper, Sunday, May 30th at 7:30 BST, he is going to be going and presenting what he is doing from Intact Global. It says, we are happy to announce that Eric Clopper from Intact Global has agreed to discuss his latest initiative to bring gender equality to Oregon with regards to male intersex and female genital cutting. So that's pretty awesome for 15 Square to have Eric Clopper present his initiative. And once again, read this if you want. Just pause the video. And in DAC news, I'm not going to be scrolling at all really here. I'm going to blur this out. But DAC has released a series of educational videos to better understand the issues related to circumcision. So they have a bunch of videos on YouTube. I'll let you go ahead and check them out. But please remember to be 18 years or older when you watch them. This here is one of their videos. Do not forget to like and leave a comment down here. No one has left any comments. Oh, also, thank you guys for commenting down on Potts' video and liking it and even subscribing. Wow, thank you guys so much. I definitely appreciate that. DAC is going and they are educating everyone on the functions of foreskin and the dangers of circumcision. Also, if you go to the captions right here, and if you go to the settings, you have a whole bunch of translations you can pick. So you can definitely go ahead and pick, France to English. You can do auto translate, and auto translate gives you all of these options. So everything from DAC you can do an auto translation, and it's pretty good. And this bar is right here, so we have quite a ways to go with all the languages that you can choose from. So if you want to go ahead and check out DAC and their videos, you can definitely go ahead and watch them. I also had to go ahead and put this right here because the rest of this video is not safe for work. All right, and in Intact Global news, Eric Clopper has been making a lot of shorts, and I mean a lot of shorts. Like, we're talking at least once a day, if not twice a day. So if you go to his shorts, and if you click this one was released 5 hours ago, right here. If we scroll down to the next video, you can see that this was a day ago. Again, 2 days ago. So every single day, Eric Clopper, 3 days ago, Eric Clopper is posting a short. Now, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that Eric Clopper should be making circumcision bad content? Because obviously I understand he's trying to raise awareness, but don't you think he should be working on the lawsuit? Do you think that he's trying to drum up engagement? Do you think he needs more followers? Please let me know what you guys think about Eric Clopper making all these shorts down below. Very curious about it. Also, doesn't Intact Global, don't they have a social media guy as well? All right, and on to the Intactivist calendar for the week. April 30th is the inaugural Skin in the Game Award. That is taking place in 8 days from now. So this is Wednesday, April 30th, Poster House, 119 West 23rd Street, New York, 111. This is a Intact America event. Bloodstained Men, May 10th, they have their Minnesota and Dakota circumcision crisis protest. That is from May 10th to May 18th. No Circ, Michigan, they have their upcoming events, the WIC Training and Educational Conference, Thursday, May 8th through Friday, May 9th at the Grand Transverse Resort, Acme, Michigan, and also Ferndale Pride, Saturday, May 31st, 2025 at West 9 Mill Road, Ferndale, Michigan. So if you guys want to go out and support No Circ Michigan, you guys definitely can. There's a lot of events happening in pretty close proximity. Babies and Bumps, Pittsburgh, 2025. Your whole baby's going to this. That's Sunday, June 22nd at the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, Pittsburgh Cranberry. And again, Your Whole Baby, Babies and Bumps, Cleveland, 2025. This is Sunday, September 28th at Cleveland Marriott East. A little bit further out, like 4 months out from here. And on to the polls of the week. So in this poll is, do you think Anthony LaSquadro and Heck should try to stop Medicaid funding circumcision in a different state than New Hampshire? If you guys did miss last week's episode, New Hampshire squashed the defund the Medicaid funding circumcision for non-religious reasons in last week's news. We're asking people now, and many people are saying, no, we can't give up. Next year could be the year. So some people are quite optimistic. We didn't have a whole lot of people answer this poll. It is a tied between yes, New Hampshire isn't going to budge. At this point, we are just throwing money away. And C, feeling hopeless. I'm having doubts this is going to work in any state now. So there's definitely some feeling that there's going to be problems and that he should move on. But most people are pretty optimistic that Anthony LaSquadro should keep pushing and he should have Heck try again to stop Medicaid funding circumcision in New Hampshire. So that is awesome to know. Once again, guys, if you don't like how this turned out, please go to my Discord and go vote, because your vote matters. And on to the fundraisers of the week. All right, so Gaudaf, help make How to Sue and Win possible. They had $5,000. They bumped up by $310. They're at 44% of their $12,000 goal. Her whole baby booth, Babies and Bumps Cleveland, they are still at 74% of their way raised of their $720 goal. Your whole baby booth, Babies and Bumps Pittsburgh, they are currently at 69%. They just got a donation recently by Kevin Steele. Again, super awesome. They got $100 raised this week. So now they're at $460 raised out of their $670 goal. That is super awesome. Okay, removing circumcision-related misinformation. No changes this week. They are still at $55 out of their $1,000 goal that they want to achieve. Okay, Forgin support Forgin's human clinical trials. They bumped up $5 this week. Ryan Scott is doing a monthly donation to Forgin now. So they have $100,829 raised, beating their goal by $829. That is super awesome for Forgin. Support Intact Global's fight against genital mutilation. They are almost there of their $50,000 goal. They're at $40,045 raised, which is super awesome. They have gotten quite a bit of money this past week. They've gotten well over $2,000 this past week. So that is super awesome for Intact Global's fight against genital mutilation. I can definitely see this probably going to get funded by, I'd give it another month and a half. They'll be funded by then, for sure. Month and a half. But we'll see. I might be wrong on that. If you go ahead and add in their Intact Global Oregon litigation effort at $350, Intact Global is more at $40,400 if you add this in. So Intact Global is so close to their goal of $50K for Oregon. Intact America hold doctors and hospitals accountable for penis injuries. They just cannot pick up a lot of steam with this. They haven't had any donations this past 3 months. They prevail over the system. Intactivist ads, we are picking up quite a bit of steam on this. We're at 23% of the way there. That is roughly about $460 raised out of our $2,000 goal. I definitely appreciate it. All the money that does get put in the Intactivist ad fund is literally just going to go to be pushing Intactivist ads on Facebook. So if you guys do go ahead and put money into this, just letting you guys know that's where it's going. If you do just donate to straight POTS, it helps out POTS continue giving you the news and things like that. But keep in mind, guys, we do have the e-commerce program, which is really easy to do, and it's very, very helpful for POTS and other people, so we can contract with them and work with them, so we can keep bringing you all the things that we bring you. And also CareBuzz as well. That's also free and easy for you guys to do, and it doesn't cost you guys anything. On to the Intactivism growth for the week. So last week, the Bloodstained Men was at 7,050 followers. This week, the Bloodstained Men is at 7,064 followers. That is a 14-person increase, or a 0.2% growth for this week. Bloodstained Men recovering from decreasing last week. That is awesome to see. All right, that's all what I have for the news. Don't forget about watching. This is going to revolutionize Intactivism. Seriously, guys, it is very important for you guys to watch that. And also the Premier K-Sun interview. Please like and share to get this out to more people. And thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.